Am I being detained?
Yes, right now you are.
For what? What reasonable articulable suspicion you got that I committed a crime?
You didn't slow down.
That's not a crime. You can't tell me to slow down when I don't even. I'm driving up there and you told me to slow down.
And I said I don't need any help.
I'm talking about boss. Give me 1 second, please.
You're talking about me?
Yes, I am, sir. I've given you no lip or no disrespect. There's no reason you need to do that to me right now.
There was no reason for you to ask me, can you help me?
Imagine driving down the road, minding your own business, when suddenly, a police officer demands that you slow down not because you were clock speeding, but simply because he can tell. What happens next is shocking. Instead of a routine traffic stop, this officer reaches into the car and grabs the driver's wallet without consent. Is this legal? Is this a violation of rights? Stick around, because this encounter raises serious Fourth Amendment concerns that every American should know about.
You got your ID on you.
Am I being detained?
Yes, right now you are.
For what? What reasonable articulable suspicion you got that I committed a crime?
You didn't slow down.
That's not a crime. You can't tell me to slow down when I don't even. I'm driving up there and you told me to slow down.
Hand me your ID,
reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime. Tell me what it is.
Hand me your ID, sir.
Let me get a supervisor.
Hand me your ID, sir.
Supervisor.
Hand me your ID,
I'm asking you for a supervisor.
Hand me your ID, sir.
I'm asking you for a supervisor.
Hand me your ID, sir.
I'm asking you for a supervisor, sir.
Hand me your ID, sir.
What reasonable articulable suspicion have you got that I committed a crime?
Hand me your ID, sir.
You just said to me, you asked me to slow down and I didn't, and I'm sitting still, sir.
Go ahead. I'm just asking for your ID, sir.
Why do you need my ID, sir?
Just give him your
We didn't
ID.
do anything wrong.
He's not, we're not going to jail for
He's done,
anything.
right, but he's done run it. I heard everything come back and they said I'm
on your
fine.
tag.
I'm the owner of the car.
I know, I just checking to see who you are.
Right. But you don't have any articulable suspicion of what's the crime I
told you to slow down and you kept on going.
How can you tell me to slow down when I'm just sitting still, sir? How can you tell me to slow down?
You were not sitting still when you went blowing by me.
You weren't up there.
I was standing right there.
This gentleman here told us to pull in here.
He stepped out in the road to tell you to stop.
No, he told us to pull in here. He grabbed my ID. This cop grabbed my ID out of my car.
You don't have no problem, brother.
No, I ain't got no problems. Sir, you have my wallet back to me and I'll take my ID out. You don't need my wallet. It's got money in it.
What Cadillac SRM is the last name?
Tennessee license. Yeah, I was talking to you guys. It's a hard place to get this turn off night. Well, man, yeah. At least there is. At least there is a clearance. Yeah.
That comes back to John M. Stewart out of Walling, Tennessee. He has a valid Class Delta, no gun permit, no restrictions, several priors, negative NCI.
Get your name and badge number, sir.
Badge number's 1212.
And your last name?
Pack.
You tell me why you reached in my car and grabbed my ID like that?
Because I asked you to hand them to me, and I could have put you in cuffs.
What's your location?
He's right.
I asked you to slow down. You did not slow down. I had every right to pull you out of this car and detain you when I asked you for your name and you did not give your name. I asked you for your license. You did not give me your license.
Please explain to me,
I
what do
have
you
a
mean
right
you
to-
asked us to slow down?
When I
slowed
told
down.
you to slow down and you did not slow down, you only slowed down when the man stepped out in front of your car. Sir,
And told us to
do
pull in
not.
here, did he not? And we pulled in here.
Yes, after he stepped in front of your car to keep you from hitting him. So that's the only time you stopped. So I'm not going to tell you that again. I do have a right to detain you.
There's
I
nothing.
do have a right to ask you for your ID.
We were slowing down to come through this intersection.
That
We
is
don't
a
know what's
lawful
going
order.
on.
I
I
do
didn't
have
say
a
it wasn't a
right.
lawful order.
I
said
do have a right to ask you for your ID at any time. So whether you want to or not, you do have to comply with that. Whether you're recording that or not.
the recording's just for me. That ain't got anything to do with it. We are
understand that.
slowing down. We come over this hill. We don't know what's going
When you
on.
came down through there and you saw blue lights right there, and then I tell you to slow down, you did not slow down. You kept on going right past me.
Doing 5 miles an hour.
No, you were not doing
This gentleman
5 miles
come
an
out
hour.
and
The
slowed us
speed
down.
limit's 30 miles an hour.
We wasn't doing 30 miles an hour.
Yes. You were doing more than that. You were doing 40. Down through there.
Oh, yeah, until we got stopped. I'm sure we might have been doing 35 or 40, but I wasn't doing no 35 or 40 when we come up to you
I
or
was
that
telling
gentleman
you to
over
slow
there.
down, and you didn't. You went right past me, and then he stepped out in front of you. So, that's the reason why you were being detained. You understand that?
I do understand that.
All right, slow down.
Thank you, sir.
Speed limit's 30 miles an hour all the way down through here.
And we weren't going over 30.
Yes, you were. When you come past me, you were.
Let us go.
Believe me, I can tell.
All right.
I
And
do this for a living. All right.
What was your name again, sir?
I told you already. You got it recorded.
Pat. Okay. Are we free to go?
Just a second. As soon as this car goes by.
Hang on. Don't back up yet.
Come on.
This case is a clear violation of the Fourth Amendment, which protects against unreasonable searches and seizures. A police officer cannot just reach into your vehicle and take your belongings without probable cause or a warrant. If you're ever in this situation, stay calm, record everything, and request a supervisor immediately. Remember, police can ask for your ID, but if there's no reasonable suspicion of a crime, you have the right to refuse. Knowing your rights is your first line of defense against unlawful police actions, and only to be aggressively confronted and told you need to leave simply because you have a camera. The situation escalates when security physically removes you, and then the police arrive. What should be a simple exercise of First Amendment rights turns into an attempt to force identification and issue a trespass order, all without any crime being committed. This is a textbook example of government overreach, and today, we're breaking it all down.
So you need some help with something with that?
I don't.
Are you here from court or anything?
What's that?
Are you here from court or anything like that?
I just said I don't need any help.
Well, sir, you're walking around here with a camera on you.
And
that's
I
not
can do
good.
that.
Sir, excuse me?
And I can do that.
Why do you walk around with a camera?
Because I
on you?
can.
Sir, am I getting an attitude with you?
You
I'm just
are.
asking you a question.
You're interrupting my video. Thank you. Is Agent Sterling Hill in today or his supervisor? Ma'am, I don't want to give my name. I just need to speak to his supervisor if he's here. And I still have it. I have 2 of them. Please tell me what law I'm breaking. None. Exactly. Get out of my face. What's going on, man? I'll be standing right here. And I said I don't need any help.
I'm talking about boss. Give me 1 second, please.
Talking about me.
Yes, I am, sir. And I've given you no lip or no disrespect. There's no reason you need to do that to me right
There
now.
was no reason for you to ask me, can you help me? This is a public space. I'm open to move freely as I want to. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is this a public space?
For people on on supervision.
No. Is this a public space? Is this building limited to only people that are on supervision?
We have clubs of extension downstairs. This is a probation office.
Okay, but my question is this space limited to only people? No, you can't. And I've already told this gentleman he can't.
Then you have no reason to be on this floor, sir, if you have no business.
Sir, did you not just see me go to that window?
And I asked if I could help you with a camera strap. to
You
your chair.
can't help me with anything. I already told you that. The person that I want to speak to, I went to the window to ask for them. You're not him. I'm 100% confident.
But come on, we'll go up here and find out who you're looking for. Come on.
And who are you?
I'm the assistant agent in charge.
Come on, we're going
Okay.
to find
I
out.
need you to go this way. Come on.
You don't tell me where to
Yes,
go.
I can. I can actually remove you from this building.
Yep. Okay. We'll find out today.
Okay, who did you ask for? Did you sign in?
I didn't sign in. She didn't ask me to sign in. Is that your policy to sign in?
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Oh, well, you might want to get on her. She didn't tell me to sign in.
Who did he ask for? You didn't ask to speak to anybody?
Ask her what I asked her.
Did you speak
No,
to
did you
him?
ask to speak to anybody? That's what we want to know.
And if you ask her, she'll tell you. I don't have to tell you
Yes,
anything.
you do.
Okay, you'll find out.
I can't. Sterling.
See?
Sterling supervisor.
That lady was all the way back there and she heard it. So how come she didn't hear it and she was right there?
Okay.
Sounds like a bunch
Are you on
of.
probation?
I don't have to answer
Are
your
you
question.
on probation?
I don't have to answer your
Yes,
Then
question.
you need to leave the building. Come on. You have to
Sir,
leave the building.
don't touch me.
Yes, I do. You
Don't
have to
touch-
leave. I can instruct you
Okay.
to leave this building.
All right.
And place you on trespass.
Are you going to place me on trespass from
Yes,
a public
we
space?
can.
From a public
Yes,
space?
we can.
Okay. From a public space?
Yes, we can.
All right, we're going to find out.
You being resistant?
I don't have to be resistive. You don't give me lawful orders.
We just did. Step out
Okay.
of the building.
Okay. All right, guys. So I'm going to go live now. We're here at the probation office. This is not.
Do you have an ID on you?
No, you're not getting my ID.
Do you have an
You're
ID
not
on
getting
you?
my
Yes,
ID.
we can require. South Carolina code
No.
can require you to
No,
possess ID.
that's only when I've broken the law, or you
No,
can
that's
articulate that I
incorrect.
have correct.
That's
no,
incorrect.
No, you're not correct.
You're being
We're trying to
disorderly
help.
conduct.
I'm being disorderly because
Yes.
you're refusing me in a public space.
We're
No.
not refusing you. We asked you who you needed to see.
Did the lady just tell you who I asked to speak to?
Yes, she did.
Okay,
And
so
then
I
you
just
tried
asked to speak to
say-
someone,
you
correct?
said, when we asked you about the person, you said Agent Hill. Okay.
No, I didn't. I said Agent Hill's supervisor, not Agent
Supervisor.
Hill.
Okay, and when we said something about going to get him, you said what? I don't need to talk to you.
I don't need to talk to him, is what I said. Him. He asked me
No,
that I
he's
need
an
his help.
agent. He is an agent of this department. He can ask anyone anything up in the hallway
Yeah,
that is standing.
and
in
I
the
don't have
hallway.
to answer the
No,
question.
You do.
No,
or
I
you
don't.
Can be removed from the
Okay,
office.
how about we contact the police department? They can explain it to you.
And we'll put you on trespass notice.
Okay, well, you'll find out. This is a First Amendment protected activity.
That's incorrect. It's
Okay,
not.
okay, we'll
You need
find
to go
out.
Back to Kellogg's Law School you went to.
Okay, and what's your name again?
Oh wait, I don't have to tell you that.
Oh,
You know what you
true.
said?
That's so true.
Did you have paperwork for Mr. Hill?
Okay, can you send a city officer up to the
I
probation
asked to
office
speak to his
366
supervisor.
South Tower Street. We're going to place an individual on trespass notice in this building. We need to step outside. Because I don't have to do this, that, or the other, but we just want him placed on trespass notice in the building due to cause brought this upstairs, and it just, you know, we're here to help somebody if they want to tell us, but he refuses to tell us anything.
Am I required to
And
answer your
so-
questions?
There we go. That's. and we just
Am
wanna
I
place
required
him
to
on-
answer his questions
on
because he asked me
trespass for the
something?
building.
I don't think so.
What's your name, sweetie?
I'm not going to tell you.
You gotta tell me your name.
I do not.
Yes, when I get out with you, you have to tell me your name.
That's not true.
That
Get
is
your
true.
supervisor. What's your name and your badge number?
My name is Officer Bates. My badge number is 625. Would you like to speak with my supervisor?
Either your supervisor or your watch commander, one of the two. I know that's not your policy.
I'm going up there. You know, so you'll please give information and speak to the supervisor. He's on his way.
Mhm. And there's no refusing to give information as I'm not required because I haven't committed a crime.
Okay. Well, if
Just because you make
anybody who
contact
wants
with
to
me-
be- any business owner can put anybody.
This isn't a
on
business.
trespass if they want to.
This is state probation. That means it is a public
Doesn't matter.
space.
You can still put people on trespass. in here.
Yeah, if they've committed a crime.
You're trespass. Like they don't want you here.
Okay. It's a public space. Can't be
Okay,
trespassed.
My
Huh?
supervisor's on the way.
I heard you the first time you said it.
Can we move to the sidewalk so they're not in the middle of the road?
Yeah, I don't want to get charged for pedestrian in the roadway.
Alright.
So I really don't even care about that. She's basically telling me that I need to ID, and I haven't committed a crime. This
Okay,
isn't
so
a stop in an ID state.
Okay,
And just
this is-
because you received a call for service or a suspicious person still
Okay, let me
doesn't
stop
constitute.
you. We know what this is all about, that you're trying to draw the officers in and saying that they're violating your rights. But here's what the deal. They want you on trespass from here. Okay?
For what reason? What
You have to ask them. We don't
can you
understand.
articulate the crime that I've committed? Because he says that I don't have to commit a
He came
crime.
up to the office, said, and he told the lady up front.
No, he told you to
And
ask for me to ask you.
She said that he said, I want to speak to Sterling Hill's supervisor, and they asked him, what his name is. And this is how I got involved. I'm the assistant agent, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Aren't you? And they said he's video and he won't tell the name. So I come up there and we're like, who are you here to see? I don't have to tell you that. Well, what's your name? I don't have to tell you that. Like, well, are you on probation? I don't have to tell you that. I'm like, well, if you're not on probation and you won't tell us who you are because of safety hazard, we have a lot of people support that, you need to leave the building. I don't have to leave the building. Sir, you need to be leaving the building. We're going to place you on trespass. You won't tell us what you need, what you're about. I want to talk to this person. We don't know if it's a setup on somebody, he's going to assault a supervisor. We don't know. He won't tell us anything. So for safety, well, then you need to leave the building. It's a law enforcement, up there. And he said, I'm not leaving the building. You need to step outside and place you on trespass. Said, come on, let's go. He come down there and he said, I don't have to leave the building. We said, go. Started to close the door. He grabbed the door. Said, no, I don't have to leave the building. He pulled back on the door to try to forcibly enter the building. And that's when we said, we're going to call the city. He said, we'll call the police. They come up here and tell you I don't have to leave. And that's why we called. And but we want to know how can we help him to begin with, but he won't explain anything. And that's where we're at now.
So here's what's happening, and I'm not sure if you all saw that video. There's several guys going around, and I'm just gonna be honest. And I know you're recording me because I'm recording you. What they're trying to do is they're trying to draw law enforcement in to say that we're violating their rights,
First Amendment.
First Amendment rights,
Right.
And they're trying to draw you in with the First Amendment and Fourth Amendment and all that good stuff. So that's not.
Okay. We don't know. I
I
ain't seen anything.
I agree with you. I agree with you. You don't know, and you deal with a whole lot of people here.
Yeah.
So I totally agree with you.
The principle is I'm not required to answer your questions in public. One, I'm not a probationer. I'm not on parole. I'm not required to answer your questions. Two, it's a public space. Three, you put your hands on me to remove me from a public space, which you didn't have.
You out.
Did you not
come
touch
on.
me? Did you touch me in the
And I said,
process?
come on, let's go.
You're not answering the question. Did you touch me in the process?
Do what I was like.
Yeah, because I don't have to
just
do
said,
what you
"Come on."
say. That's
And I
what you
didn't
don't
grab you
understand.
before you know.
I don't have to do what you say. You have no governing
So,
authority over me.
But anyways, that's why we're here. I'm like,
Again, I'm not going to
we
ID,
didn't
and I'm
know
not
who
going to
he
be
was.
placed
Is
on
he
trespass because
videotaping?
it's a public
That's what I'm
space.
saying. Is this some Homeland Security thing? I don't know.
Would you like to see the paperwork? Homeland Security gives us the authority to record government entities.
That's where
So
we're at.
they've been. It's like I said. There's a couple of them circling around. They've been down to the courthouse.
I was just there 30 minutes ago
They've been
because
down
we
to
have
our-
the right to do so.
They've been down to courthouse. They've been down to our police department. They've recorded the county officers. And again,
And I respect your opinion. You feel like we're baiting you in, and I necessarily don't. Like I said, I came in here with the
well, you
purpose
have
to.
your opinion, and I have
That's what I
mine.
said, and I
And
respect
so-
your opinion.
So
And
I mean,
and there's some of us that do,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
didn't. I actually came in here with the purpose to see a supervisor, but someone asked me how can they help, and I said no, you can't, because I didn't want to speak to that person. He wasn't the supervisor in charge. I knew he wasn't. So because he didn't have on the proper uniform. I've never seen a supervisor, if any of the probation officers in South Carolina, that wear a uniform. They always dress casual like you guys.
Because our policy is wear like a business attire.
Okay. Again, what was he the supervisor though? Exactly.
So you didn't know. Again, you didn't.
I mean,
know.
well, I guess my
You
assumption
made an
was correct,
assumption
but it was correct.
No, it was incorrect.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but anyway.
So like I said, we just let them record.
Yeah. Am I being placed on trespass?
As far as I'm concerned, no.
Thank you.
We just let them record, but we do keep.
Am I free to go?
You are.
Thank you. Free to go and free to stay.
This case exposes a dangerous pattern public officials, misusing their authority to intimidate citizens who simply exercise their constitutional rights. Remember, filming in public spaces is not a crime, and neither is refusing to provide ID unless you are lawfully detained under reasonable suspicion of a crime. If you ever find yourself in a similar situation, stay calm, record everything, and demand a supervisor. Knowledge is power, and knowing your rights prevents government overreach from becoming the norm.